I like to start from the beginning with everybody.
Do whatever you do.
Genuinely curious. When were you born and where were you born?
Oh, we're starting.
Starting, yeah.
Oh, yes. When was I born? A long time ago, fool. And where was I born? I was born in the city of Hollywood on Sunset Kaiser. And I was taken back home to the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city of El Sereno.
Okay. That's like Southeast LA? Or?
Nah, that's the most eastest of LA.
Oh, okay.
So it's east of East LA.
Got it. My dad, my grandma, her house is in Pico Rivera.
Is
it near there?
South. No,
Okay.
so I would say we're next to East LA and like Alhambra
Okay, I see. Gotcha.
type thing.
Okay, for sure. And who raised you?
My mother mostly, and then mostly my mother and my grandma basically.
Okay.
Because my mother had to obviously go to work. She was a single mom
Okay.
and things like that.
And is your family like from LA?
My family's from here, so I'm like 5th generation American.
Okay, for sure.
So they started in Texas, and then they came over here with my great grandma. So great grandma, grandma, mom, me. So I'm 4th generation Angelino.
Okay, for sure. My dad's side is from Texas. His mom grew up, the same mom that lives in Pico Rivera, she grew up in a little town called Presidio. And it's right on the border, a couple hours from El Paso.
Sick. My people would be from like maybe El Paso too. Something like that.
Yeah, out that way.
We're related. That's why we're both fair skinned.
I was just thinking that maybe. Who knows? Okay, for sure. So what was it like? Like, what did you learn from watching your grandma or your mom when you were young?
You want to know what? My mom would go to work quite a bit, and she would do her thing. And my grandma was like 80 years old, so it was my great grandma actually. So she's like super old, respectfully. And so I just kind of did whatever I wanted with my homies outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You're concerned if that's showing?
No, I just check. I just check it out of habit just to make sure it's rolling. You know,
Nah,
it's just me.
I would just do whatever I wanted with my friends. So like my brother would grow weed in our backyard. Like we had like a hill as a backyard, and I remember that's one of my earliest memories of doing something bad. I stole his weed, but I didn't steal the nugs. I stole the marijuana leaf because obviously that's what's popularized and glamorizes the leaf. They're not showing off the nugs, right?
That's funny.
So I took the marijuana leaves, like the water leaves, and I tried to twist those up and smoke in like a dollar bill or I think maybe it was even like this piece of school paper on some weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
I did that. I put Scotch tape in like printer paper, and that's how I made my first joint. I'm not gonna lie, it was some nasty stress. I got right here at the trailer park down the street.
That's tight.
And
but at least you smoked weed. I was smoking the water leaf, unbeknownst. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know what? They hooked me up. They gave me like 11 grams of that shit for $10, and they will make a little profit, you know. But okay, so you started smoking weed early or what?
Yeah.
How old were you when you tried to steal that leaf?
Oh, I was probably like elementary school.
Yeah.
Because I remember. This is going to sound so lame, but I remember one of my older buddies that lived on the street, because this is the time when all of us would play in the streets. We would go down the street to our friend's house. Obviously, it's not like that anymore, right? I don't think, at least. But they would be like, yeah, they're smoking pot down there. And I was like, damn, what's it look like? He was like, well, pots. And I was like, so I didn't know anything, right? So that must have been like, I must have been like 8 or 9. But I didn't try to start religiously smoking weed from that moment. That was just like a one-off weird little scenario that we did, you know what I mean? But I definitely started blazing it in 6th grade, like for sure. Because the first time I blazed it, I was with my homie True, rest in peace Joel, another homie from the hood, and another couple of homies. I don't know where they're at these days. They don't hang out with any of us anymore. But I remember smoking and getting really, really high with these fools, and then even then, I guess I had like a little, oh shit. So I ran home. They're like, where the fuck are you going? I'm like, I'm running home, fool. Fuck you, fool. See you tomorrow. You know what I mean? So tomorrow at school, they clown me for running home. But I basically had a panic attack.
Did it become like a part of your life after that? You kept smoking?
No, we kept smoking. My house was the ditching party house. Come to my house if you want to chill.
Because everybody's at work, or?
Well, yeah, because my mom was still at work.
Yeah.
And by that time, we had already left my grandma's block or whatever, and now we're like in a little apartment. right there off of Eastern Avenue.
So everybody would just chill, smoke after school and stuff.
Not after school, during school. Come to my house and ditch. Everyone ditched to my house.
Nice.
I would go to school. I would try to pick up on whoever I pick on. Let's go back to the pad and post up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what was school like for you? Did you?
I got kicked out of the LAUSD, and which is the LA Unified School District.
Yeah.
In 7th grade.
Okay. For what?
For some little weird bullshit. It involved like an assault and all sorts of stuff, you know. Like, so basically, from there they sent me to a school. Where did I go? Did I go to the occupational center in East LA for a little while? I went to the East LA Occupational Center off of Marengo, right there next to County Hospital, in East LA. Well, that's not necessarily East LA. It's like Lincoln Heights-ish area.
For sure.
But I went there. I got kicked out of there for doing stupid shit. And then I went to another school next to the Maravilla Projects in East LA called Mujeres y Hombres Nobles. And I was there for a little while. And I got kicked out of there too.
What was that school like?
That all these schools that I'm telling you are like very small, like 10 people class. Well, the East LA Occupational Center was like a 10-person class of like the young kids, you know what I'm saying? My age group. Yeah. And then the other school was like maybe 30, 40 kids max. Everyone bad. Yeah. You could tell. We were all fucked up. And then I got kicked out of there, and then I started going to juvenile hall like in 8th grade or something like that. Well, no, when I got busted for that assault in 7th grade, I went to juvenile hall from there. So whatever. Point is, I started going to juvenile hall, and that's where I got my GED. I got my GED in camp. So I got my GED when I was like 15 or something like that.
Okay. Was that process difficult?
I mean, not really, right? Because you're a kid. Have you ever been to juvenile hall?
Nah.
It's whack. It's like the worst. It's worse than county jail. It's worse than prison. Juvenile hall is probably like the worst place of all times.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like the living conditions, your amount of freedom. You're a kid, so you have to be controlled more. You know what I mean? But anyways, how was the process in camp? I went to Camp McNair in Lancaster, I believe. It's called Challenger. It's Challenger. I don't know if that camp is still open, but it was cool. I mean, you would wake up and you would go to school. And I got my GED.
Yeah. Well, you got it early too, right? So
yeah. So when I came home, I didn't have to go to school no more.
So what'd you do? You just got in more trouble?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
What else would you do?
Smoke and still do the same shit. Now I would just go to the high school and go fuck around because I was already rapping or whatever at the time. Okay. So I would go, we would like freestyle rap at lunch or whatever, and then I would leave, and then maybe a girl or the homies would come, and we would go to the house and smoke and chill. Okay.
So prior to that, can you remember like your first listening to music, like first time you were put onto music?
The first time I ever memorized a song was Nothing But a G Thing.
Okay.
It was, I don't want to tell you it was fresh out.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that old, because I'm old ass fool, you know what I'm saying? So
what year was that?
I don't know, maybe 93, 94 for me to actually sit there and remember it.
Yeah.
Like I memorized that song, then I started to try to change the lyrics to like me and Roman are cruising down the street sipping gin and juice. Not me and whoever. Not me and Dr. Dre.
Where do you remember where you were when you started?
I was at my grandma's house still.
Okay.
And I had the tape. How old are you?
I turned 30 this year.
Oh man. Have you ever seen a cassette tape?
Yeah, of course. Right? Okay. Yeah.
So we were recording. I was recording the songs off the radio on the tape deck type of thing.
Yeah, cool.
So that was my first interaction with all of that.
Yeah, that's dope. And then you started making your own songs?
Then we started making our own songs, yeah. I used to type my raps. I know this is weird, but there used to be like online forums where you could go on like battle rap via text. I mean, not via text.
What was it called? You remember?
Capital Hip Hop.
Okay.
And then what else were the other ones called? I don't remember what the Capital Hip Hop was the main one though. And we would go on there and we would all rap. Ones would be like, I don't know.
Like you'd be on there and your friends would be on there at the same time too?
Others, just random people. Okay. Like normal forum shit. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is.
Okay. And then you would just like freestyle with your homies? When did it turn into recording?
Then my homie Snaps from the hood, we were all, me and him are the same age. We went to kindergarten together, whatever. So my boy Joseph, I'll just call him Joseph. So Joseph and me would go on there and fuck around, right? And there was an audio section meaning you could drop your audio because obviously you're fucking rapping, right? We're all right there in the written forum battling each other, talking stupid shit, but there was an audio forum, so I asked someone in the audio forum, like, hey, how are you fools making your music? They're like, oh, I have a cracked version of Cool Edit Pro. Cool Edit Pro is now Adobe Audition.
Okay.
But its first form was like Cool Edit Pro 1.2 is the one that I got. You know what I mean? So we downloaded the cracked version and we figured it out. And then I bought, I'm all looking around. None of us have that old ass ancient technology. It's like a Radio Shack mic that has like a circular base and it comes out like this.
Okay.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I think I could picture it.
The weakest whack, they don't even make it no more, right? Just like a weird ass old internet mic. You know what I mean? And that's what we would rap off at first.
Nice.
And we didn't know, like, obviously you could punch, you could stop, you could do whatever you're going to do, right? We would just do the songs in one take. Yeah. Because we didn't know that we could stop, all right, you're next. So we did it like that.
And you guys were doing songs, like, with all you guys on it?
Yeah, like me and him and our other buddy Angel and shit like that. My boy Kegs.
That's cool. Okay. So do you have any of those files still?
I do. I'm never going to release them, but yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I could. I don't give a fuck. It wasn't that bad. We were kids. We were like 15, 16, like super kids.
Maybe for a documentary, that'd be kind of cool.
If I'm famous enough to have a documentary done, we'll do it.
I'll do one on you. I don't give a fuck.
Bored ass fool.
Okay, so... Nah, I'm busy, bro. I work still.
Nah, I know.
Okay, so... You have some of those files, like, were you posting them anywhere? Like were you trying to see if it...
Okay, so now... Who was it that would take me around? My older homie, Malo. Shout out to the legendary Primetime. If anyone that knows about my area knows that's older than us, don't know who Primetime is. He's a legend in the hood. Anyways, so yes, he would take me and I would be the little rapper homie. Like, hey, fool, check out the little homie. This fool could rap. Everywhere we would go, check out the little homie that would rap. So fucking, that was my little thing, I guess, right? So, at some point or another, we would start posting in the audio forums, whatever. And then, yeah, I think I tried to print up some discs and pass them out to our friends. Yeah. But that was where that kind of ended. And we were just kind of lost in the little, oh, we could rap limbo.
That's high school still?
This is high school still.
High school time. And, okay, and then...
So, I start doing bad things. I start going to jail or whatever. Regular, like, county jail. I've never been to prison. But I go to county jail a couple times, whatever. For selling weed or what have you. And my ex-girlfriend at the time, she was doing professional makeup, so she needed someone to take pictures of her stuff. And she was going to a very prestigious school in Hollywood or whatever, so we went to one of those little parties, and at that party there was a big-ass Nikon D3, and that's a like big body camera back then, you know what I mean? That's like us... And it had a battery grip and all sorts of shit. So it just looked like a monstrous camera, you know what I'm saying? So long story short, I was like, psh, I could buy one of these. Obviously, I didn't buy a fucking D3. That would have been like 4 bands at the time, you know what I mean? But I got a Nikon D60. And so, again, I rapped, you rapped, everyone rapped. All the homies rapped. Well, whatever homies I knew that rap, right? So I start taking pictures of the models, and I'm like, damn. Maybe I could take some pictures of the homies. Yeah. So I hit you up like, hey, fool, let's do a photo shoot. Yeah. And now it's MySpace time. So now we're dropping photo shoots on MySpace, and they're like, oh, shit, you know this person knows this person, so it's spread like that. And all the while we rapped, right? So that's kind of how...
Were you posting your music on MySpace?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah, MySpace was cool.
I was a featured artist on MySpace at one point.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
Okay, so you're starting to see some traction.
Like, a little bit. Okay. A little bit.
What, are you doing anything else to push your music, or?
Back then, no, because it wasn't... Social media wasn't what it is today. So back then, we were still doing CDs. So I would go to the Santa Fe Springs swap meet and try to sell my CD. Like how you see fools on Venice and Hollywood Boulevard, we would do that back then, but like in a real way. Like I would be at your local Food for Less. Like, hey, G, you want to hear some new music? Yeah. Buy my CD for fucking $5.
Yeah. The hustle.
Yeah.
Okay. So where did it go from there?
So at this point, the photography stuff started picking up, and I started doing photos for a lot of more people or whatever. And I started adding like a behind the scenes type of deal to it, to where I could charge a little bit more. And so that's how that went. And all the while I rapped, and I met more people that I ended up rapping with and taking it to a different level with because of that. But
makes sense.
But yeah, so then MySpace, and then we'll just skip past the MySpace era because that just was what it was, right? No one really blew up off of MySpace, I don't think, other than Tom. So yeah, we started shooting videos, and well, I started shooting videos, and that was that. As far as that, and then with the music, I had linked up with some people, and we started doing that. We started taking it to a different level, and we started doing more shows, like started doing shows and started doing things like that.
Okay, so how long did it take you from when you started doing photos to when you started doing videos?
I probably started taking photos in 2008, and I probably started shooting videos in 2010. The first camera that was available to shoot video to any of us was the Canon T2i.
My first camera.
So I'm not going to... How long ago did you get it?
I got it in like 2010. I got it right when it came out.
Oh, well, then
I didn't even know that it was like had so many capabilities. It was actually my mom's camera.
That's fire.
And
so at that point, I don't want to say I'm the pioneer of shooting videos on a DSLR.
Yeah.
But in our racket here, I was one of the first people to be shooting with a camera like that.
Did you ever put magic lantern on it?
I did not.
Yeah.
Because I had stopped selling weed or whatever, so I was scared that I wasn't gonna have enough bread to replace the camera because you know they fried a couple of couple of boxes or whatever. So I was super scared.
Yeah, I had that shit. It was cool.
And as a matter of fact, the magic lantern shit didn't hit for a couple of years after.
Yeah,
like when the T2i came out, that magic lantern shit didn't exist yet.
I think the T3i was probably out when it was already out when it
began. Yeah. So that was like a year or two later.
Yeah. But yeah, those cameras were the shit, man.
It made me a lot of money, and I don't know where I would be without it today. As a matter of fact, if you ever go to my office, I have my broken T2i.
Nah, I wish.
On the shelf right there.
Yeah, that's badass.
And the D60.
That's badass. How long you shoot with that camera for?
Oh man, till the fucking wheels fall off. Whenever the 6D came out, when the 6D came out, the Canon 6D, I upgraded the 6D.
Okay, for sure.
So that's years later.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of years later.
5-6 years maybe?
Minimum. So I exhausted that camera.
You got your money out of that camera for sure.
Yeah. I shot every single Chicano rapper there ever was on that camera.
What was the first video you shot?
Of me and my boy D the Great from Skull Camp. But other than that shit, I don't know, bro. I've shot a lot of people on that. I shot all of Drummer's first videos and photos on that Drummer Boy. Yeah. The legendary. Same thing with Little Yogi. Well, he's not Little Yogi no more, but YBE. I shot all of his shit on there in the beginning. Although he was getting videos shot already prior to that because his brothers were already on.
What year was this around?
This is 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014.
Okay. So when you were still like posting music on MySpace, was there like a Chicano rap scene? What was that like?
Towards getting a little bit more towards past that stage of maybe like, I don't want to be wrong with the year, but there's a Chicano rap page, legendary. No, I should have saved this content for myself. It's called CalifaRap.net, legendary Chicano rap forum, and that right there is the mecca of Chicano rap bullshit. That's the only one, as a matter of fact.
That's like where people were starting to
Yeah. We would go there and talk shit, drop new music. Everybody. I don't care if they admit it or not. They were there. They were talking shit. They were watching. They were doing their thing. CalifaRap.net. That's a long time ago. It still exists to this day, but obviously it's not what it was back then. This is more like Khalifa Rap focused more like on super Chicano rap, like the high power stuff, like the Southland Gentlemen, and the San Diego guys and stuff like that.
For sure. Okay. So, and that's what you were doing too, right?
So we were like the new generation of that because the people that I came up with, some said the N-word, some rapped the old style, but mostly everyone was rapping in a new style. Not everyone said the N-word, right? But that was the beginning of that wave. You know what I mean? So
okay. So you're starting to shoot videos. You're still rapping. What are you doing more of?
I want to tell you, I was making more money initially filming.
Yeah.
Because I was just sweeping the city nasty.
I'm guessing there was not as many.
No, and the few that were there, I
out.
was at a very competitive rate, so I was undercut. Not to be a dick, but I was undercutting on purpose. I don't want to say I put anyone out of business. I'm just saying I undercut the shit out of everybody.
That's how you gotta do it.
If you're charging $500, I'm charging $350.
Yeah,
and I'll do your photo shoot and blah, 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 whatever. Right. And there wasn't really no. We weren't really doing. There was no Instagram yet. Still no Instagram. So we weren't doing reels and this and that. We were just shooting the video and dropping it, and that's it. So we didn't have to worry about trailers and shit like that.
For sure.
And if people were worrying about that, I wasn't yet. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay, so what? So it was just YouTube.
It was just YouTube. And maybe Facebook videos.
Right. Okay. Now you're talking like 2011, 2012, 2013.
Yep.
Okay, that's when I graduated high school.
And as far as rapping, we were doing shows at there's a legendary place. If anyone's watching this that's into Chicano rap and you're a little older, then you know about the Green Turtle, you know about the Airliner, you know about the 2nd Street Jazz Cafe in downtown LA on 2nd Street. It was right next to Riff LA. These are places everyone rapped at. King Little G rapped at these places. We rapped at these places. Our class of people, like me, King Little G, drummer, YB, we're all from a certain era of time.
Yeah. And
we all kind of moved, not necessarily together, but we were all in the same places. You know what I'm saying?
Were people doing music with black artists at that time?
Some people would have tried to, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to say. I want to say they were trying to reach for more commercialized artists. So people were trying to save their ducats for a Snoop Dogg feature or a Corrupt feature or something of that nature. You know what I mean? There was we weren't linking up with a X4 or so and so and so and so. You know what I'm saying? The youngins from each dimension, I guess we'll say it, we're not linking up with each other per se. It was just people reaching for the bigger black artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Unless it was natural. If I live in South Central and my homie from across the street from whatever South Central black gang is right there and we both rap, then we're probably going to make a song together. Yeah. You know what I mean? I know countless people that have that sort of story, but in East LA and things like that, the community isn't like that per se.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so you're making a lot of videos. You're maybe rapping a little less.
I'm rapping the same amount. We're doing what we do.
Yeah, you're still promoting yourself as an artist.
Yeah, I'll shoot your video today at 5 p.m. and then at 9 p.m. I'm gonna go rap at my show.
Yeah,
pull up if you want.
Yeah.
Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds fun.
No, yeah, and then we would sell tickets, and then at a certain point we would be throwing the shows. So it was tight.
For sure.
Quite a time.
Okay. So you were seeing some success in music as well? Or at least you were seeing it not...
At a certain point, and again, I'm not going to say I'm the first fool ever, but in Los Angeles, no one had an Empire deal yet. And I have, excuse me, I'm so sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I was one of the first people to have a label Empire contract.
Okay. What did that contract look like?
Really, it was one of the first distribution type of deals. So and when I say type of deal, I don't mean a distribution deal, but essentially it was a distribution deal.
They gave you some marketing, they take a percentage basically?
Back then, no, not yet. It was just, here you have this account, upload your music, we're going to keep whatever percentage we have, and you're able to distribute your music through here.
Got it.
And I know on the black side, I remember some guys being like, you're a fool. You should be selling fools a place to, you know what I'm saying? You could basically sell your Empire account, not sell your account, but you could sell them on releasing their music through you on Empire, so they can not only say they're on Empire, but they could also be on the platforms, you know what I'm saying? Apple, Spotify, etc.
So how were you distributing prior to that? Did they have DistroKid? Or?
I don't think so. No, not yet. DistroKid wasn't a thing.
You just uploaded to iTunes?
I don't even think you could do that. I think you were just releasing your music unless you had a deal of some sort.
How would you release it though?
I'm trying to remember right now. Oh, CD Baby. Some shit like CD Baby. I think CD Baby is the original online distributor. Now that I think
about it. And you could go and buy it online.
Well, no, you could go on CD Baby and you could upload your music digitally as well.
Right.
And do it like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other. There's a few websites that came out like that, but
because I had an Empire account.
Okay, cool. How long did that deal last? What like?
Well, I still have it now. I could still go on Empire and upload. Like they don't even have they don't even give those accounts out no more. You know what I'm saying? Like either you had one or have access to someone that has one to put you on it, or you don't.
Okay. When's the last time you released music?
I didn't upload the Lush diss or the other freestyle that I did to anything. I think because I used a commercial beat. But the last music I released was through Brown Side, and it was called The Cost of Living. Okay,
I had, when you were like selling CDs, let's say you were like 18, 19, right?
No, at this point, selling CDs.
I'm taking it back a little bit, backtrack a little bit.
Those are the years of 18, 19.
When you first get into the game, I'm curious, like, where were the beats coming from? Where would you find beats?
People that produce. They're still producers. Fools on the MPC. Shout out to my homie Frisk. My homie Frisk was one of the first people that ever like believed in me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, it has a 30-minute thing.
It does. Yeah.
Switch to Sony, baby. He was one of the first people that believed in me, and he made beats. Him and my boy Classic. So shout out to my boy Oscar and David. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, motherfuckers had beats, fool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
Fools had beats.
Yeah.
And there was something called SoundClick, which is what, like, maybe BeatStars now or something like that.
You know what they were making beats on? Did they have?
Probably like, Fruity Loops.
Yeah, they had Fruity Loops.
Because I remember Fruity Loops when I got Cool Edit Pro. Mm-hmm. What had happened was someone gave me a disc, and it had all the cracked versions of everything, like Cubase. Have you ever heard of Cubase?
No.
Oh, baby. It was Cubase, Fruity Loops, Cool Edit Pro. This is Fruity Loops, like, version 1 type shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2.0. I don't know.
For sure.
But yeah.
Okay, cool. So, did you grow up with siblings?
I have an older brother and an older sister. I'm the youngest. My brother's like 15 years older than me, maybe, and my sister's like 10 years older than me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we have an age gap for sure.
What did you learn anything from observing them growing up?
My brother left home early and kind of lived with my grandma. So he did his thing. One memory I have of him is he left his, this was a 357, a chunky-ass Magnum revolver. And I must have been like 4 or 5 years old. And I remember finding it in the yard because that fool probably had like his homies over and was drunk in the front or whatever because he left it in the yard. Damn. And I found it in the yard. And I remember looking down the barrel. I'm not going to say I had my thumb on the trigger. I don't know, right? But yeah, I do remember looking down the barrel and my sister being like, hey, what the fuck? And her, you know, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I found a gun, bitch. What do you mean? Like, I was looking what do you think I'm doing? I'm looking at this chunky ass fucking 357 in my hand. And I only know that now because it's like a thing. Like, damn, fool, you found the 357 in the front. That shit was crazy. You could have blown your whole fucking skull off. You know what I mean? But
he left it in the front?
On accident. I'm assuming they were drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, why else would you leave a big ass noticeable? The gun is like, it's like this with a handle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a big ass gun.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your earliest memory?
If you want me to go like super deep, my first memory in life, like you're saying in existence.
Yeah.
The first one that comes to mind is of my mom like coochie cooing me, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're like laying on your back looking up, like as a little ass baby, I guess.
That's crazy.
One memory of that only, and I could picture my mom's younger face. It's kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
That one, and then another memory is of my father and my mother fighting and me being like really small and shit. Mm-hmm. And I think when they were doing that, I was like trying to bang on the wall to make them like break it up or something. I mean, they weren't fucking fist fighting, right? But they were definitely arguing in the living room near the front door type shit.
Okay,
like I can picture it because it's like a real memory. Okay. Those are my earliest memories.
Yeah.
In my life that I could remember, like in existence.
Okay. What was
I could also remember mom's. No, I'm just kidding. My mom's heartbeat in the womb. No.
Well, what was your relationship with your dad growing up?
And me and him are cool now, right? So I feel bad saying this, but he wasn't necessarily there per se. And when he was like a birthday dad. Pop up on holidays and birthdays.
Okay. And then...
go ahead.
When did you guys start to like mend that relationship? What was that like? Was it difficult?
When I was 18 years old or 19 years old, I had already gotten busted for selling weed. So at that point, how many years ago is this? This is maybe 15 years ago, right? So, yeah, this is easily 15 years ago, or more. The math is fucked up in my mind. Maybe 17, 18 years ago. 18 plus 18, yeah, so 18, 19 years ago. 19 years ago, having a felony on your record, you are fucked. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like today where it's kind of cool to have tattoos on your face and have a felony, go to homeboy industry. No, fool. I was fucked. So he was like doing real estate, so he gave me an opportunity. Because we never not talked, but we just weren't close. Like I said, he would pop up on Christmas, say, "What's up, fool? You need a little bit of bread or whatever." Yeah. And occasionally, his mom's still alive, so he'd be like, "Hey, your grandma wants to see you. I'm gonna scoop you up and take you to your grandma's." Like, all right, whatever. Yeah. At some point, I would stop going. You know what I mean? That would happen like maybe once every 6 months or some shit like that. Yeah. Then I was old enough to say, "No, catch me if you can. I'm gonna be like, where you gonna find me in the hood? You don't know where we kick it at and smoke in the hood. You're not gonna find me lame. You know what I mean?" Yeah. So. Anyways, he gave me a job opportunity to try to go do telemarketing or whatever, and that's when me and him became cool. Okay. That didn't last very long, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you fell into music videos, and I was already doing that. Yeah. Okay. They would make fun of me in the office, like, "Oh, look at the famous rapper." I'm like, "Fuck you, fool." That's funny. And then their troubled little brothers or kids would come too, because that's just a lick. None of these fools could work anywhere. Let's make them telemarket for us, right? Yeah. So then some of them fools rapped. So I ended up shooting videos for them, and then they were like, "Oh, these fools are kind of." Then they kind of like, "Oh, like maybe these fools aren't just fucking little low life kids fucking around. Like these fools actually have something going." They didn't invest in us or anything, but. Did you ever work a job after that? I've worked. Do you know what labor ready is? Labor ready? No, is that like a staffing? Essentially, it's like labor staffing for the day. So it's like legal Home Depot laborer shit. Yeah. So I've done pretty well off of the video stuff. And even with the rapping on that Empire account, I've clocked thousands and thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I've struck it rich, but if we look up some Empire receipts, I've cashed some fat checks. You know what I'm saying? So, thank God for that. But the video shit is what sustained me the most. Absolutely no questions asked. And historically, September was always a slow month, but there was a really, really rough September in the last maybe 7 or 6 years ago, because Toker was still alive, rest in peace. I needed to go to fucking labor ready. And I'm used to living a certain way, dog. Like, I'm just wearing shock at everything. Shout out to my sponsor. But, I'm a bougie ass fool, low key. So, labor ready, $75, like whatever minimum wage was 7 or 8 years ago, wasn't a lot. Yeah. And like they would give me my little $80 check. I would go and eat dinner with it instead of saving it for bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, I worked all day to go eat mariscos with my family. You know what I mean? Like, shit was weird. It happened for a couple of days, and then Toker called me to go do some videos, and I was back on. But I haven't worked a real job since then. Not to say that shooting music videos and rapping aren't real jobs, though. Yeah. Because that shit takes a gang of time, a gang of effort, investments. So you had already seen like some up and then down? Yeah, for sure. Okay. That's the nature of the business. No, 100%. Yeah. Okay, so what were some of the first videos that you remember that blew up, that did good numbers? You know, there's something called Latin Beast TV. Yeah. And it's so funny that I say that right now. And I think I probably would have said it had I not spoken to him this morning. But I don't know. A lot of videos for certain artists did good. Like any Drummer Boy videos has historically done good. Hundreds of thousands of views. Yeah. I've gone to Houston with that fool. We have like sick ass memories doing a gang of shit together. I don't know. Just a lot of videos have done a lot of numbers. My YouTube channel is what it is because of me shooting videos. I recently obviously left a couple of platforms, so I reverted back to my own, which is the Eyekon TV YouTube. But those 40,000 subscribers before I started potting on there was from the music videos. So I mean, it's a healthy. We did some healthy shit back then. Some of my favorite music videos might not be the most popular ones, though, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure. So, how would you get videos on your channel? You would just like ask, "Can this one go on my channel?" Would you price them differently?
No, well, most people wanted the video going on my channel
because it had
because
subscribers.
it was already going up.
Right.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, your channel still does well.
No, it's okay. It does okay.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously now it's repurposed for my podcasting and content nonsense, but
okay. When did you start doing that?
Podcasting. I've always done interviews, obviously, because I went hand in hand with the photography. So I've been conducting interviews for more than 15 years before all you fuckers. I could say some cornball shit like that, but like doing it like this, like literally like this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on my channel, bro, but like maybe like 6-7 years ago, I started conducting like real mic'd up interviews, and I only did a couple of them because I always do something for a little while and then I pivot off. Like something else pops really hard and I just fuck everything else. I'm going to focus on this, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But, yeah, maybe 7 years I've been interviewing. I wouldn't necessarily say that I actually conduct a podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, I podcast on my channel, but that's on my live. I'm really conducting interviews. I'm conducting interviews. I'm not podcasting per se. I've podcasted at No Jumper. I've podcasted.
Yeah, that's what I say. Were you a host there?
I
think I ran into you there one time.
I was a host at No Jumper. I still kind of am.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I didn't get fired. I'm just not.
Yeah. You just haven't been on lately.
I'm just like, hey, Adam. Like, really, if you're out of sight, you're out of mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have enough traction to be like, hey, fools, put me on. Mm-hmm. And they'll be like, well, come in next Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I'm going to make that phone call when I go.
Yeah, might as well.
Shout out to the news being back. I was basically on the news. So
okay, for sure. What is that like? It's usually cool when you're over
No
there.
Jumper?
Yeah.
It's a great place to be.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Sure.
I get along with everyone right there well. Shout out to Adam.
Yeah. Do you remember your first crush growing up?
My first crush was in kindergarten, a girl named Athena.
Yeah? You talked to her?
No. No. I mean, I talked to her then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. In kindergarten, were you like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, in kindergarten, yeah,
what's
absolutely.
up, Athena?
We were, I mean, but not like that. I was in kindergarten.
Athena, you know, like
it was crazy though. Yeah. But it was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. You didn't talk to her in first grade or second grade, or?
I think I tried to like talk to her on the phone, but even then, it wasn't like romantic. Like, hey, what's up? What are you doing later? I was fucking like 7 or 8. You know what I mean? Like, hey, damn, I'm eating this pizza my grandma just ordered me. What's good? What are you eating?
Yeah.
Weird shit. I don't even... I actually remember speaking to her on the phone, but I know it wasn't like that. I'm not going to gas it up and be like, yeah, I was 8 years old. I was smashing right there in first grade. Sick-ass liar.
For sure. No, I think that's good. I'm glad you shared that story for sure. Okay, but you're married now. How long have you been married?
I've been in my relationship with my wife for going on a decade, and I've been married for 6 years.
Okay.
Maybe 7. Almost 7 years. We're going to be going on 7 years in a couple of months.
Okay. How did you guys meet? When did you guys meet?
I was shooting a music video in East LA on Whittier Boulevard, actually. Mm-hmm. And it was a liquor store robbery scene. And that was the first time I encountered her in real life. I think she was already my friend on Facebook or something like that. Mm-hmm. And
just like mutual friends, you saw her?
Yeah, it was mutual friends. It was like I said, I was making music. Well, I didn't explain that, I guess. She's from a place that he's from. Basically, they're both from Avenues in Northeast LA, so they're friends or whatever because they grew up together. And somehow or another, she was an extra in the scene, not like a background dancer throwing her ass or any crazy shit like that, because I probably wouldn't have taken her seriously.
Yeah.
But she was just like a liquor store patron that happened to be in the liquor store right before it got robbed. You know what I'm saying? And I had my girlfriend there at the time. And so it was just, what's up?
Yeah.
Cool shit. And then I was already like the popular video guy / rapper fool. So I had posted that we were breaking up. I was breaking up with my ex. And the models, they were all in the DMs or whatever. And she was like, I'm going through the same thing right now. That shit's crazy. And we started... It was a different conversation than the rest of, what's up, fool? You're finally single? Let's kick it.
Yeah.
Because I already had my own place forever or whatever, right? So I could have Well, I did go hard. You know what I'm saying? But in the midst of all of that, my girlfriend at the time, or my wife back then, we were just talking about the breakups that we were both going through or what have you. And then at a certain point, I was just like, I'm done talking about these people. What's good with me and you?
Yeah.
And at the time, she was living in Miami. She had moved to Miami because she had just gotten off of federal probation. Or no, she had just got released from the feds onto federal probation. And she ended up in Miami because that's where her family was in that moment. They're all from here or whatever. But I started flying. Well, she was like, well, I'm in Miami, fool. So how are we going to make this happen? And I was like, you talking to a boss, bitch. So the next day, I sent her a screenshot of LAX to MIA. You know what I'm saying? And the rest is history.
The rest is history. All right. Okay. Quick side question. Did you know of anyone else before you or at the same time that was rapping and making videos too? I mean, obviously they're not as popping as you, but was anybody else doing that?
There was many after.
Were you the first person to do that?
I don't want to say it like that because that just sounds so corny, fool. Eyekon's over here saying he's the fucking... This fool thinks he's the fucking soldier boy of Chicano rap. First everything ass fool. Nah, I don't think there was anyone else. I'm trying to think. Cast and Fame were very popular video directors. They didn't rap. Cast and Fame are the guys that did like all the Chino Grande, Midget Loco, Charlie Rose stuff. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, well, they were a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Richard Cabral, Baby Jokes, the famous guy from, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Okay, well, he was part of that label and that group and that time.
He used to rap too?
He used to rap too, yeah, absolutely. That's why he got popping.
Okay.
There was another gentleman by the name of Charles Bronson, a.k.a. Bad Fame. He didn't rap. So, and those were the two main, I'm not going to call you fools ops, but those were the two main competitions.
Yeah.
And so, no. At first, no. And then a couple of my buddies around me, Concrete at the time, rapped, but he wasn't filming videos yet. I feel like I inspired all the homies to film videos because I took long to give them theirs. Like, oh, stupid ass Eyekon could do it, so could I.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, yeah, that's cool.
I could be wrong.
That's cool. Nowadays, some of the best video directors I've met started off as artists.
No, yeah, facts. They pivoted.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's good to understand the business. Get your feet wet.
A little bit.
Okay. Thank you again for coming.
Shut up. What are your questions?
This is my first time even referring to my to my questions because it's been such a juicy conversation. I appreciate it. I'm learning a lot.
I got you.
Okay, so I admire your relationship. You guys look like very solid. You look like you communicate well. You know, get
that's
along.
for certain.
I mean, you guys are able to work together. Like that's huge. You know. Okay, so you started dating like right away, right? And then
I want to tell you that we were talking from like November to like January platonically, and then I flexed that it ain't shit for me to fly anywhere, baby. And so I did.
Yeah.
So then we had a long distance relationship where I would go over there for a week, once a month for months.
Okay.
So that lasted for like 6 months, 5 months. Because she got off of federal probation in May, and I told her, like, listen, you have a LA tattoo on you, not a fucking Miami tattoo, so we're not living in... If we're going to do something with this, it sure as shit ain't going to be in Miami, so you're going to have to bring your stupid ass home. And she was like, well, where am I going to live? And I said, with me. So I got us a nice place in the suburbs, and... the
rest is history.
That's that.
Okay.
So now we live in a nice 3-bedroom home not far from here. No.
yeah. We could talk about that because you mentioned earlier. But damn, I lost my question. Fuck.
You have them on your phone, asshole.
No, I don't. These are like my general questions.
Follow-ups. Yeah, go ahead.
I have. Okay. So, did you ever shoot videos when you were visiting in Miami? Like, did you get any clients out there?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, because Miami's dope.
Did you explore the city? I didn't film any video for myself there, but I have a homie named Milk Tyson, legendary ass fool, and he's plugged in Miami. And I asked him if he wanted me to film any videos for anybody out there, and he said, "Nah." So I just went and did my lovey-dovey shit.
Yeah,
played house, and then came home.
For sure.
People were definitely pressed back here that I was gone for a week and they didn't get their video though.
That's when the videos really started taking long, huh?
Oh no, they always took long. I'm a legendary lagger to this point.
Why?
I don't know why. Because we both know we could stop right now what we're doing and go to the computer and edit.
You just had other shit to do.
I remember when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. I made a post and I said, I posted the game console and the game in my hand, and I said, no one's getting their video until I'm done with this.
Bro.
And it was what it was. Homies were like YB. Funny. If YB ever were to get YB or Drummer were to ever get a video from me today, they would come to my house with me and sit there and babysit me editing the video. That was another thing. Like, yo, for an extra fee, I could go to you or you could come to me, depending on our relationship, obviously. And I'll edit the video in your face, in your living room or whatever. Just have your TV available. I'm going to pull up with my laptop and a 20-foot HDMI. I'm going to plug in. You fools are going to witness the greatness in your face. And you could give me your input as it's happening. Okay.
So how did you go from, like, I'll beat any price to, like, you can wait?
No, it was still the same. It was happening at the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
That just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, at that point, I was already too cool. And I hate to say it like that.
Like, you're not going to go to them. Like,
you're not going to go to them. You're not. And even if you did, they're going to try to upcharge you just to be dicks that you didn't stay with them to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. For sure. What's the most you ever made on a video?
2 bands.
Solid.
Keep in mind, though, I'm not working with labels. This is just me and you. And so 2 bands.
Yeah. Mine's around there too, probably.
That's for 1 music video. And this was a long time ago. So that was a lot of money for that video.
Absolutely. What year was that?
I don't know, like 7-8 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, so
I charged someone recently $1,500.
That's solid. That's solid
not a
right
lot,
now.
but that was just because I don't want to film videos no more.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, the original price is $350, $450, $500.
Yeah.
And maybe $600, depending.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I'm filming for people that I've been with for years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I get more enjoyment out of a song that I like than a song that I don't like. You know what I mean? Personally.
It's work. I wasn't tripping.
Yeah, I feel you.
I've heard a million whack songs.
Yeah, me too. I used to lock in deals before even hearing the song all the time. I did that all the time.
Every day. I don't give a fuck what your song sounds
every like. Every day I used to do that.
Let's do it.
Yeah, but I think that ended up kind of hurting my business in the long term for me personally.
Seems like you're doing well right here.
Because I stopped doing that.
Sure, Dick. I've seen your life from the gutter. Some of them are trapped. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's funny. No, you're not. But man, I need to get you on there.
No, we're gonna do one for sure. Okay. I've written like 4.
Okay.
I've written 4 freestyles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sweet. So yeah.
Where's your rap name come from?
The Eyekon comes from the eye and conceiving whatever or conning whatever, like the video shit. It was originally Eyekon Photography.
You had a different name before that?
No, it was Eyekon Photography. And then I changed from the Eyekon
But you were rapping before that. You just had your name?
It was Eyekon still.
Okay.
And sometimes people will put Eyekon Photography. I'm like, Dick, just put Eyekon. And then I looked it up and there was another person with the same spelling from like New York that wasn't popping, but they still had the name. So I was like, put L.A. Eyekon. I'm from L.A.
Nice.
And that was it. It just stuck from there.
For sure.
It worked out, I think.
You have kids?
I have 2 children. I have a 22-year-old and I have a 6-year-old.
Big age gap.
Huge.
I'm sure it's very different parenting, the two.
Oh, I feel guilty.
Yeah.
Type shit, to be honest.
Of course. I mean, you were young, right?
I was 16.
Crazy. What was that like when
I was
you realized you were having a baby?
Do you know what a P-dog is?
A P-dog?
You don't know what a P-dog is?
What's a P-dog?
Crack mixed with weed.
Oh, okay.
And my preference was in a blunt at the time.
Okay.
So minimal weed, gang of crack.
That's how you had a kid?
I mean, that's not how I had the kid, but I was definitely smoking fucking P-dogs when he was conceived.
Okay.
So yeah, I was a troubled youth.
Yeah.
And in that time, that's what we did. I mean, I didn't smoke meth, so could have been worse, right?
You just sprinkled a little bit on. You weren't smoking it straight?
Fuck no, that was wasteful. So I know homies that would smoke crack straight, and again, like I just said, that's wasteful. Like, Fool, your $20 boulder could have been like 2 blunts maybe, or like 2 joints worth, and you just smoked that shit in one lighter flick. As a matter of fact, I think we had a policy that I'm gonna take off on you if you smoke crack in front of me straight.
That's valid.
And we will be doing scandalous shit. Like, it would be in a group of 10 homies. Like, you know, all the homies are kicking it at the spot on the block. And I would look at you and I'd be like, and that means 2-man mission. We're going to go smoke these P-dogs on our own right here. Fuck these fools. You know what I mean?
Nice. So. Okay. So, I mean, having a kid at that age, it didn't change, like, your perspective on life? Or?
You want to know what? It should have. And maybe it did for, like, a couple of weeks. Yeah. But it didn't stick. And then while I was getting my GED in that same camp, we would have special visits where your children could come visit you, you know what I mean? And like, it was a contact visit. You could play with your little baby right there in the classroom. Same lady doing the GED fucking bullshit class. Yeah. Same lady doing the special visits. What was her name? I want to say her name was like Eleanor or some shit like that. Wonderful lady. Great lady. Great program. I mean, sometimes the baby would be a fucking sleep, though. They're driving from East LA to fucking Lancaster. The baby's a fucking sleep, you know what I'm saying? And so it would be just me right there chopping up with my fucking baby's mom, arguing about some lame shit or whatever. Yeah. And then, unfortunately, my relationship with my baby's mom was like a toxic one or what have you, and it just didn't work out. Yeah. I'm not going to go on camera and say all kinds of reckless shit because she's going to trip on me, but... yeah. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Sure. Sometimes I could see the baby, sometimes I couldn't. Maybe I should have tried harder more times than not, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is.
For sure. What do you think you learned from having that kid early?
Honestly, I want to tell you that I'm like a shitty dad to my eldest son, because I wasn't really around. Mm-hmm. And when I wanted to be around, he was already doing his own little thing, you know what I mean? I could have sat there while he played video games in his house or whatever, you know what I mean? And shit like that, but I didn't necessarily do that, so... Yeah. I mean, we still have somewhat of a relationship, but it's not what my relationship is with my 6-year-old, obviously. Right. And that's why I said I feel guilty, because I wish I knew better, basically.
So my question is, what's the biggest lesson you would want to teach your kids?
Presence is worth more than money. Yeah, being present with your child is way more valuable than not being there because you don't got bread. Because, to be honest, my baby's mom family fuck with me, mostly, you know what I'm saying? So I could have just chilled right there. They would have fed me like normal. Yeah. I could have just kicked it there like normal, minus me and my baby's mom's relationship. I could have just posted up. Because, I mean, I lived with them when I was a troubled teen too. Obviously, I got their wife pregnant. I already fucked her. Yeah. Might as well just let the little motherfucker sleep there with her. So, I mean, and that's exactly what it was. You know what I mean? Like, I could show you a picture of me being 16, a little ass, bald ass, little smoked out looking kid with my baby's mom. You know what I mean? So, and my little baby. Yeah. So, yeah. And a lot of the time, I didn't want to go over there because I felt like I needed money to be around, to not feel like a loser. Yeah. But in fact, all I needed to be was just around. You know what I'm saying?
You could have done both in hindsight.
I probably could have done both.
Yeah. But I get it. You're young. You trying to make something of yourself, right? That's what.
And then when me and her would argue, obviously I would just go kick it.
And the relationship's toxic.
Now me and her aren't talking for fucking a week, and a whole week passed by of my son being alive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you want to instill that lesson for them so that they don't make the same mistake, because that's what you're saying? Yeah, I mean, honestly, just honest. Like, if I were to have to, like, if I had to leave my son with a message, it would be like, just try to be as honest and stand up as you can. You know what I'm saying? Just stand on integrity. You know what I mean? Like, just have integrity in everything that you do. Our circumstances with me and my baby's mom kind of dictated how that actually went. And like I said, I just don't want to smut her up on an interview because it's not necessary. Absolutely. But I mean, it could have been easier for me to see my kid also. Yeah, for sure. And like I said, and that's what I mean, I could have fought harder to see him. I could have went to court. Yeah. And if that would have ended up with me paying fucking $20 in child support, being a fucking homeless little, because I was homeless too, I didn't really mention that, but being a homeless little fool, like, are they going to charge me $1,000 a month in child support? No, they're going based off of your fucking income, right? Now that I'm an adult and I see it that way, but I could have just fought harder, you know what I mean? So, like, that would be another thing. Like, fight for what's yours, and that little fool was mine too, and I should have fought harder to participate, even if she was being difficult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
Just saying.
I think a lot of people
Just to keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Because I could stand up here and be like, oh yeah, like, nah, I'm a great dad.
Yeah.
I'm a good dad now for sure.
Yeah.
I was an absent father, almost as bad as my dad for the little boy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you're making an effort to set a good example now, and
well, I'm just super present and I'm super up. So I mean, it's hard to fuck that up. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We work from home, etc.
Yeah. That's nice. Okay. So, what have you learned from now having your youngest child?
Rephrase that.
What? So we kind of talked. You talked more about like what you learned from having your first kid. What have you learned like now, second time around?
It's such a different feeling, and again, I feel guilty. Like I'm super present. I'm like super duper present. So I mean, I'm there for everything. I was there for the first steps. I was there for everything. Yeah. I was there when my son was born, my first son, but I think his first steps happened when I was in camp. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't see that.
Right.
Et cetera, right? So it's just a way crazier scenario knowing that I'm able to provide and things like that, and I don't even know what to tell you. It's just significantly different.
So you don't smoke anymore, right?
I could. I don't though.
Yeah.
Like I drink, but I don't. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
What time is it? If you offered me like a michelada, I'd probably have a couple of sips. I wouldn't knock it down and be like, "Where's the next one, perro?"
Right.
But I mean, I could drink. I could smoke.
Yeah. What would be your dream blunt rotation? 5 people if you could smoke with them, dead or alive, all at once.
Snoop, Willie Nelson, Burner, Cheech and Chong.
Nice.
And Toker.
Nice. What
that would be so funny.
Who are your favorite people to work with as far as like producers, engineers?
Producers. Okay, so as a rapper, I don't go to random places. Even to this day, I only fuck with certain people. So I would say AI is a good guy, assuming not everyone's coming to the studio, because it's just like a garage studio. So if we're all in there, he's distracted. But if it's just me and him, that's a vibe. 100 drummers guy, Cash's guy. That's my dog.
Yeah.
And Syph, owner of the Wrecking Spot. That's another one of my acquaintances that I've known. Well, he's my boy, but I've known him since he was an apprentice under David Salas. I don't even know if you know who that is, but that's where he learned how to be an engineer. Now he's the owner of the premier fucking studio in LA for all of us. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So if it's not with those 3 people, or Sabata the Ghost, I don't know if you know who that is. Popular underground hip hop rapper. He should have stuck with me and it wouldn't be underground. But he's also someone. Those are the only people that I would let record me. Beats, I just get beats from where I get beats from. The Beat Addicts is a place that I get them from. Rare One, also a Wrecking Spot engineer. I've never gotten any 100 beats, but if you know what I'm saying, I go to the Beat Addicts, and if not, it's a commercial beat.
What about other rappers? Anyone that you like being in the studio with?
I was a bougie ass fool when we rapped. I did not want anyone around, and that's not because I thought I was the shit. It's just because I don't know how to phrase it. Maybe gatekeeping. Maybe even you could say that.
Gatekeeping what? Just,
I don't know, period. I just didn't like making music with a gang of fools. That shit's forever, you know what I'm saying? But the people that I would make music with regularly would be like, aside from my inner circle, which would be like The Campaign, if you've ever heard of that. It would have been like YB and Drummer. YB and Drummer are the only features that I have outside of my normal homies ever.
They're both dope.
Well, those are my boys, you know what I mean? Like I said, we came up together, so they're my friends.
Yeah, that's cool. Where do you think that most rappers could improve?
Beat selection, cadence, timing. I am an expert rap critic, as you know. Yeah, there's just a plethora of things people could improve on. I'm not saying that because I'm the fucking god MC, but I can definitely rap. Did I make it fucking world famous? I've been played on the radio. I've won a gazillion battle raps. whatever, right? I'm a proven MC, so I feel like I could say some judgmental shit. I try to be constructive in my criticisms on my platform, but timing. Motherfuckers always want to rush their words. Fools always want to try to say too much in a sentence. Like, it's math, fool. Like, I don't want to say it's a mathematical equation, but it's math. Like, X amount of syllables at this pace or at that pace fit in a bar. You're either going to rap slow or you're going to rap double time or super slow. You know what I'm saying? There's no other way to rap. You can mix those up bar for bar, like 2 bars like this, 2 bars like that, and go crazy with your delivery, but there's only a certain amount of ways to rap, and that's a fact. It really is.
Have you ever been wrong? Like, you thought a song was trash and it blew up?
No.
For sure.
Nah.
I mean, or you thought a song was going to blow up? I mean,
like, we could say, like, mumble rap is trash, but it still blew up, right?
Yeah.
Everyone talks shit about mumble rap, but they're still in the syllable pocket, probably. And that's another thing. Like, this whole off cadence, like, off timing rap shit is just strange to me. I can't fuck with it. Like, when someone sends me a music review song and it's that, I'm just kind of like, yo, I can't fuck with this. Beat is fire, video is fire, your cadence is fucking ruining me.
Yeah, that's crazy. It kind of mind fucks me, but there's like a whole
If there's a method
base
to that madness, who does that stupid shit? Does Almighty Suspect do that? Because I clowned him for that.
Kind of. You know who does it is Young Threat. Have you heard Young Threat?
Young Threat. I'm going to go listen to Young Threat. Young Threat's fire?
Young Threat's on the Kendrick album.
Fire.
Yeah.
That is fire.
Yeah.
But then to attest to that, I've heard Almighty Suspect rap fully in pocket. Like drill type shit, like on some battle shit. Like when we were all dissing Lush, he went in and it was not his normal style. Who started that stupid shit? Like Blueface? Blueface? Well, Suspect's gonna get mad that I said that, right? Because technically he says Blueface bit him, but whatever, right?
Yeah.
Whatever that whole scenario is, that racket, him, Frosty, and Blueface, they all started that.
You could say X4 started.
X4?
Yeah. If you
X4
go, if
started
you go
before
back,
them?
Yeah, he's got a song that was out before he went to juvenile hall, I believe.
How old is that young man?
He's 23.
Ah.
You don't think so?
No, he didn't start it. There's no way. He's too young. He's too young.
Yeah.
These fools have been rapping for years already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're famous for that little style.
Yeah, for sure. Blueface blew up. That was probably, like 2013? Something like that?
Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, has it been that long? What a trip, huh?
It's got to be something like that.
Well, they were already doing that off-beat weird shit. Respects to them, because obviously it blew up.
Some of those songs are
But if you wanted me to get behind some shit like that,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. The first time you hear it before, like if you heard it before anyone else, you'd be like, no, not this. There's no way. This just doesn't sound right.
No. I tried to sign Lefty before everybody else.
Yeah.
Facts.
Lefty was hitting me. Lefty was DMing me damn near every day trying to get on the platform. And I was like, no.
Now look.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I called it, but...
Yeah. Well, I saw... You know, actually, when I realized he was a star was that Indicted interview. When I watched that Indicted interview, I was like, I like this guy a lot. And then I hit him back.
We did the interviews back to back. So you've been to my office, so you know that Indicted and my shit is right next together. So I told him, hey, bring 2 outfits. You're going to do that, and then you're going to do this. And I'm going to drop them like 2 weeks apart.
I'm going to be honest, I don't think I ever saw yours. I think I only saw the Indicted one.
The full community interview got a gazillion views. Man, nah. Indicted has more views.
Yeah.
It's probably like a 750 or something like that.
That's awesome. Probably because it came out first, no?
No, definitely came out first.
Yeah.
Ladies first, brother.
Yeah. Once I watched the interview, I understood our conversations better because I was like, oh, I get it now. You know what I mean? That wasn't supposed to be funny. But that wasn't supposed to be funny at all.
I get what you're saying.
I'm saying like, oh, he's just very passionate.
You didn't understand him at first, and then you saw the interview, and it all made sense.
Yeah,
I get it. That's why I laughed.
His energy, like
you judged him, Roman. You judged him.
Yeah. I get a lot of DMs, bro. I get a lot of people that feel like they're trying to waste my time. You know what I'm saying? And he, at least when I told him like, hey, like, you know, shoot me some bread, he was like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And it was like a real conversation. You know what I mean? It wasn't like just...
He's a very personable, humble
I love that
guy.
Dude. He's a great person.
That's cool as fuck to me.
I fucking love Lefty, bro. Shout out to him, man. Like, fucking defied the odds, paving the way for everybody. Like, it on the Kendrick album, it's crazy. Shout out to fucking Lefty, bro. Like, Lefty's the fucking GOAT. You feel me? Like I look up to Lefty, and
I like it,
and I think that's cool. So shout out to you guys for bringing him on the platform, recognizing that early, and yeah,
first.
Yeah, I mean, LA Eyekon. Yeah, shout out to him, man. So like, let's say I just got out of high school. I want to be a rapper. What should I do?
You should get a beat and you should start writing. And you should hopefully look up to someone that knows how to rap and not some trash ass shit.
Get some good people around you.
Yeah, that might not be easy to do.
Yeah.
Because what if you don't know nobody?
Yeah, it's hard. You think that like your primary tool in networking for you, like over the years, has been the camera? Like,
absolutely.
You seem like you know a lot of people.
No, I know everybody. Yeah. Absolutely, the camera led the way.
Yeah.
I could have just been a quiet camera guy and I had no plugs. I know a gang of camera guys that have 0 plugs and they've shot all the people I've shot.
Yeah. What's the difference?
Personality. Are you a go-getter? Are you just there? Are you timid? Are you shy? Are you hungry? Like, I've been like this forever. So sarcastic, outgoing, fucking around, clowning. So many people told me the first time I ever dropped a podcast, they were like, this is your fucking calling.
You're very good at interviewing. I'll say that for sure.
Some people think I'm trash. I just like to say that just to fuck around. It's true, they say that, but
it's probably just because they didn't like it's
a shout out to them.
Clip or whatever, you know what I mean? But if you actually like have very good questions,
I've conducted a lot of fucking good interviews for sure. I don't think, and I mean this with the utmost respect, no one in the space has interviewed the people I've interviewed. Facts.
What's your favorite interview that you've done?
Fuck. I can't say for sure.
Top 3.
Fluffy, Adam, Jimmy, Humildes.
For sure. Nice. You interviewed Fluffy. That's cool.
Yeah.
How did you meet Burner?
So, I was part of the food community, obviously, right? And I reached out. And it happened.
Nice. You did an interview on the food community with him first, or?
Yep. We went up. We went over there to. Excuse me. Sorry about that. The creative compound that he just started. I did a vlog of I did a walkthrough of the whole facility, and then we sat down and did the interview in the same day. Then I flew up. Me and the owner of the food community flew up, did our dance, flew down, and that was it.
How long did you work with the food community?
Maybe a year and a half.
And you were just a host, or?
So it started off as I was supposed to get interviewed, and I walked in, and I saw the setup, and I was like, "You fools are fucking up." Yeah, they had GoPros and shit like that, right?
Crazy. And
I was just like, "This could be so much better."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Well, why don't you fuck with us?"
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Okay.
So I basically revamped all the equipment, set it up so it could be what it was, what you guys ended up seeing, and that was it. And so I conducted all the interviews and ran the podcast, and the owner of the food community continued on with his Instagram shit.
Got it. So, to my knowledge, they blew up on Instagram, and then the YouTube came later, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's around the time that you started with them, or?
When the YouTube started, I started at YouTube with the owner.
Okay. If it's not too much to ask, like, how was, like, did they pay you well, or how did that work? Did you get a percentage?
I had a percentage of the YouTube.
Okay, cool.
I didn't have any of the Instagram or anything like that, and the Instagram is probably the primary source of income.
Their Instagram is huge, no? Like, that shit blew up.
It does good.
For sure. Okay. And now you're focused on your own platforms.
Yeah, I quit the food community for whatever reasons. There's various videos.
What did you learn anything that's useful to you now, like with that experience, as far as like building your own media company? I
think you don't edit this at all, so I'm not gonna take this call. Fuck it.
Damn. Okay.
I rephrase your question. Did I learn anything from them?
Yeah, like did you learn anything about building a digital platform at that.
This is gonna sound crazy as fuck, and the owner's probably gonna hate me for saying this, but I want to say he was very wrapped up in his Instagram, and my thought was to build his shit out further. Hence us doing those amazing concerts. I've already done everything I'm doing. I'm just doing it for myself now. So I've thrown big ass shows already. I've done a gang of fire shit. I already did interviews. Like I created Indicted TV. Like, I know what to do already. I was just trying to implement everything I know over there because it was already a big platform, so it was just easier. You know what I'm saying? So, in hindsight, I was already at No Jumper before Food Community, right? So, and No Jumper is its own monster. It didn't need me for shit. I was just there. You know what I mean? I'm just a blip in history over there, right? But I would say I learned more from being at No Jumper than I did from Food Community.
What'd you learn?
A lot. Adam is not a hater with his knowledge. And when you're in meetings with him, when you're talking about content, if you're not a fucking dumbass, you're absorbing all of his knowledge. Also, Josh, his brother-in-law, VP of No Jumper, he's shared countless things with me. He's been shamelessly nice. Whenever I ask for advice, they always answer me. They always tell me their thoughts. Even when I told them, like, hey, what do you think about me doing my own shit? They told me, they honestly said I should start a new channel. And I said, you're fucking crazy. I'm not going to wait to get monetized. You're fucking nuts. But, so I just took all of the advice that I've ever had and just put it all in on my own shit. But like, as far as building something out into something bigger than a simple Instagram page, I already know how to do that because I've done it already. You know what I mean? But I did have a good experience with Food Community. It obviously did bring a lot more eyes to me outside of No Jumper. You know what I mean? Because it's a niche thing. And it's not, and I wasn't a stranger to the community. So for me to be in that position there for as long as I was, obviously amplified my presence in the community. I'm already famous amongst us. I don't mean famous. I'm already like popular amongst the rappers and the behind the scenes shit, and that just exposed me to more consumers, I guess you could say. Okay,
for sure. So what's your goal with your platform? Is just to build it as big as possible?
Take over the fucking world. Not really. I want to tell you that I'm not really too self-aware because I'm always on the go. We're always fucking slammed. I always got to do this. I always got to do that. I mean, my phone's blowing up as we speak. I almost took a fucking phone call. Super rude because I thought I had to, but now fuck it. I feel like my space and what I'm doing right now is to help the up-and-coming artist.
For sure.
As well as shed light on what established artists got going on. That's what I think my shit is now.
What's the key to a good interview?
A good guest.
Yeah, for sure.
I've had high-level people just give, like, crappy interviews. I've interviewed an NBA star, and that fool was such a little bitch. I'm not going to say who, but go through my stories or something. You know what I mean? Maybe you'll see it. But, he just gave a shitty interview.
Yeah, he just didn't care.
And it was like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, yeah. No. Maybe. Like, what?
Like, why are you here?
If he was an NBA star, I would have trolled him hard.
Yeah.
And it wasn't my platform, so I couldn't act. I get contacted to be a host on other platforms occasionally.
Yeah.
On No Jumper, I could have gave him the works. You know what I mean? I could have misbehaved until we fought, maybe. My platform, it's mine. Can't tell me shit in my own shit. What are you going to do? I'm going to do whatever I want. But other places, I got to kind of keep it cool. You know what I mean? And just be more professional. I don't even fuck around that much on there. Like, I don't be my sarcastic. I'm still sarcastic, but not normal. I tone it down. But on that platform, I couldn't really ball out, I guess you could say, you know what I'm saying? But I've interviewed you know what I'm talking about? I forget his name. Your favorite ex-boyfriend or something like that? I don't know.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
I swear I do.
The guy that came out with a song saying...
Yeah.
Okay, so he tried to give us a shitty interview, and that was at the Food Community where I had full action to do whatever the fuck I wanted.
Yeah.
And I misbehaved with him a little bit. I almost took it to the point where I was going to have him do drugs on camera, but he couldn't find his drugs, unfortunately.
That's crazy.
But he was wearing, like, eyelashes, and, you know, like, I don't know. I was just horseplaying that fool. I told him his eyelashes were kind of falling off so he could rip them off. He ripped them off, and I told him I lied to him. They were actually still perfectly on. Like, just little... I just made it interesting, you know what I'm saying? At this point, we're just trolling, asking stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, you want to act stupid? Let's fuck around then, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little older, I'm a little smarter, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can fuck around, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, shitty guests equals shitty interviews.
For sure. What's the biggest lesson you learned from the music industry?
Man, the music industry is a horrible place. I mean that with all my heart.
Yeah.
I've lost friends over entertainment in general, not just music. Well, let's put the music industry under the entertainment industry umbrella, which it is.
Yeah.
The entertainment industry is a horrible, horrible place. I feel like it's great. I've met a lot of wonderful people, but I feel like it changes you. It could change you.
Yeah.
And it could definitely change the people around you. And that sucks.
Can you elaborate on that?
Just people change, brother. People feel entitled to things that are yours. You could try to look out and people just overextend. Like, it's just weird, you know what I'm saying?
You think that's because people don't want to put in the work, or what? People
No,
think
I mean, I don't have anyone around me that wasn't willing to put in the work, but just, you know, like, even my regular day one friends, not most of them, but some, like, oh, what's up, Hollywood? For you to call me Hollywood knowing that I've been homeless and slept on the streets and everything that I've been through, if you call me Hollywood, like, you're hating. Not hating, but you have some negative inclination towards me for whatever reason, because I've been this
Where do you
exact
think that
way.
comes from?
I have no idea, and it makes absolutely no sense to me, because when I first got my camera, again, remember, I wasn't in the best of shape at all times, so I had just gotten popped for selling weed. Obviously, money went to the lawyer, money went here, money went there, so I didn't have a lot of money. I wasn't carrying my Nikon in a camera bag. I was carrying it like in a fucking Food for Less bag.
Yeah.
Or around my fucking, you know what I'm saying, with the strap.
Yeah.
And fools would be like, what's up, paparazzi? Like, it's always some little shit, you know what I'm saying? Which is cool.
Yeah.
Because
I don't like it.
I'm a big time shit talker. Like, when me and we all talk shit, you know what I mean? So, like, I could take it. Yeah. I could give it, I could take it. But at this point, like, if I were to pull up, someone's like, what's up, Hollywood? I overact like a dick with that human being just to be a dick, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it just changes people in weird ways. It's baffling to me, actually. Yeah. I'm the same person.
Yeah. That's like, why you're so tired of it. It's 'cause
I actually don't even care. I'm not even tired of it. It's just, I'm just pointing it out since you asked, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. Yeah. That's their energy. My energy is always focused on building. Never really, I don't focus on hating or breaking anything down because I'm trying to build shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Fools are weird.
You have any hobbies?
Nah, really, I don't. My son just picked up boxing.
Nice.
Because that's the main sport I watch. I don't really watch football or baseball because that shit happens too often. It's too much to keep up with. So I only watch combat sports. And they wanted to put him in soccer. And I was like, nah.
I know a great boxing gym, actually, the one that Ocho goes to. I just dropped an interview with him today.
He doesn't accept little kids.
Oh, really?
No, not that size. And he sent me somewhere else. But, like, let's be real. I know Robert Garcia. I know Freddie Roach. I could go to the greatest gyms of all time. But, obviously, those are far apart. One's in fucking Riverside. One's in Hollywood. My son is 6 years fucking old. Yeah. I hit up Robert, and I was like, dog, because that's the boy. Robert is my boy. I've gotten him sponsorships. Nice. I've interviewed all of his fucking fighters. Him, his brother. That's the homie. Shout out to the legend, trainer of the year, Robert Garcia. And he just went viral for telling one of his fighters, stop acting fucking dumb if you were sick. You saw the clip?
No.
Fire. Anyways, I was like, yo, should I take him over there? He was like, he's a fucking kid. He's not going to be able to contend for shit for years from now. Yeah. Let him fucking learn the fucking basics. Let him get fucking hit in the face a couple of times. And if he decides he wants to continue, you already know I got you forever. And I was like, say less, champ. That's what's up. Because he was also a champion when he boxed, so I just call him champ. It's just it's just a respect thing, you know what I mean?
That's cool.
It's like calling the ex-president president. Yeah. Call him champ. That's champ.
Yeah. It's like calling LA Icon Hollywood. Huh?
Essentially.
You, if you could go back and give advice to yourself at say 25 years old, what it would be?
At 25?
Mm-hmm.
Start now. Start now. At 25. At 25, how old am I? Start now and be more consistent.
Start what?
Start what I'm doing. I was already doing interviews.
Yeah.
Like, I should have buckled down and did that more because it did make a lot more money. I mean, we're not charging fools for interviews all the time, but...
Yeah. But you're there. You shot the video. Might as well get one in.
Yeah. I could have... And I should have focused more on my own shit. I've always gone other places and helped other people build. I've always tried to share what I'm building. I should have been selfish. I should have been more selfish. Mm-hmm. I mean that wholeheartedly. And I know that sounds like a horrible thing to say, but in retrospect, I should have been more selfish.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you kind of do it the other way around. You could probably help people more.
Yeah, because had I been more selfish, like how I'm being now, like I didn't have to quit the food community. I could have stayed there and just endured whatever. I could have endured and traversed and weathered whatever I was going through there. Mm-hmm. And I could still be, I mean, I am super cool, but I could have been whatever I was there still now. You know what I mean? Yeah. 8 months. Has it been a year since I quit? No. However many months, 7 months longer, I would have been there doing the same shit, right?
Yeah.
So, but had I been more selfish, like I could have, and I mean this with the utmost respect to everyone that I'm going to use as an example, I could have been Latin Beast. Mm-hmm. I could have been Food Community. I wouldn't want to do what Food Community does as far as like some of the controversial things, but I could. I know everyone's gossip. I know everyone's drama. That's messy though. Mm-hmm. And I'm outside as fuck, so I can't behave like that. But
yeah. I don't think it's worth to do that for views. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
I don't really fuck with it either, which is why I quit.
Yeah. Do you have a relationship with Latin Beast TV? You said you mentioned them before.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
If you look up Eyekon Latin Beast, I mean, aside from the music videos that I've had up there, because there was a point when like 80% of the videos were me because I had undercut everybody, like I was telling you. So everyone was dropping their videos from me, unless you were from a different state.
And you're in that genre, like for everything.
No, yeah, and those are my guys. Like I said, I spoke to him today. It's my boy. But excuse me again. Me and him have conducted interviews together. Like I was shooting, he was doing documentary style interviews. I was helping him with that a little bit.
That's cool.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Legend.
How did you make that connection? Just because your videos are going on there, you ended up talking to him? Like
he was part of Little G's camp. So we met that way. Him and his brother were part of Little G's camp back in the day, the Sucios. And he created Latin Beast.
That's cool.
And even when he was creating it, like when it first started, everyone was like, you should do that, you should do that. I'm not really big on being a jocker, you know what I'm saying? Like a copycat. So I was like, nah, that's the homie shit. Let him do his thing.
Yeah, I feel
my videos are still going up, but I could have been capitalizing because I could have been charging and da-da-da-da-da-da. But again, back to being more selfish. You know what I'm saying?
You have a message for the youth? Any advice for the up-and-coming?
First of all, I would definitely tell the kids, say no to drugs. I would definitely tell the kids, if you want to be a gangster, just know that comes with gangster shit. You're going to go to jail. You're going to go to prison. You're going to get packed out. You're going to go through extreme violence. I don't know about these days anymore, right? But yeah, still. Yeah. Kids are wilding.
Always.
So yeah, you're going to go through some horrible things. So choose at your own risk. You don't have to be tough to be cool. You can be brave and stand up without crashing out. You know what I'm saying? If you want to pursue a life in the entertainment industry, be prepared for treachery, envy, and a lot of trials and tribulations. And I hope you have a deep pocket, because if you don't have the right guidance, you're going to spend a lot of money in the wrong places. Never think you're too cool for the mainstream, because if you notice, everybody that went to the underground route is stuck in the underground route. Some people got smart and tried to get out of it, but that's a whole different conversation, right? But just really, really, really try to, and it's hard because you're a kid and you just want to fuck around and you're not trying to have that type of mind frame, but you really, really probably want to just make the best decisions you can and think as long term as you can when you're making them.
For sure.
Because I've made a lot of short-term decisions, but thank God they've been kind of right-ish. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not always right.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely try my best to never be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Crash out behavior is a thing in 2024 and 2025. I don't believe you need to crash out. Stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're a fucking crash out, do your dance. But if you're not, then don't, because you're compromising your integrity and your character. And those moments are usually fleeting. Like, crash out behavior is fleeting. You're going to go viral for that crash out, but it's not going to have long-standing impact other than you looking foolish. You know what I'm saying?
It may have a long-standing negative impact on your relationships, on the people around you.
Valid. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people thought Lefty was crashing out, but then you come to realize, no, Lefty's being fucking Lefty, and oh, fuck it, that fucking is tight as fuck. He's not crashing out on some fake shit. That's the homie. You know what I mean? So
genuine person. That's
will come throughout all of this when everyone has been bashing him, and when he goes through his ups and downs. I only say positive things about him during those moments, because I know the real him. I know the human beings around him. And everyone's like really upstanding. So he's just being himself and whatever. However, and also people overutilize, like they exploit and overutilize the where they're exploiting. It's just scandalous. But anyways, don't crash out. Also, don't do content for content. Stand on what the fuck you say. If I say fuck you today, it's probably going to be fuck you tomorrow. Because when I see you tomorrow, it's not going to be like, oh, no, that was just for content. No, fool. Because regardless if you know, everyone knows I don't even fuck around like that. I fuck around, but not like that. You know what I mean? So, that's not cool. Doing things for content's sake are not cool. Like, me, you could go do a hood vlog for content. And that could be cool if it's okay. Yeah. But
workout vlog?
Workout vlogs are funny. You know what I mean? For us, at least, right? Because I'm fat. Me and Duno's vlog is going to go crazy, I'm sure. But there's things you could do for content that are cool, and then there's things that you shouldn't do for content.
Absolutely. Use your head.
That would be my advice to the kids, man. There's better ways. And say no to drugs, if I didn't say that enough.
For sure.
I mean, sure, blaze it. I would say stay away from the alcohol as best as you can, because that's just another gateway. Yeah. Fools might do coke when they're drunk, and it's fentanyl laced. You know what I mean? Just all kinds of fucked up shit.
Yeah, shit happens.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
If you're going to put energy towards something, try to keep it positive, right?
I would suggest so, and unfortunately, the world loves negativity. Yeah. But I think there's a place for positivity in the world as well, as far as content goes.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that there's a lot of it out there. It might not have as much shock value. It might take you a little bit longer to build, but it's better.
For sure.
And you're still gonna gain loyal fans that will buy stuff. Have you ever gone through depression?
You know, I have anxiety.
Okay. Keep going.
Oh, okay. I have anxiety, so I don't know if that classifies as depression, but I don't really be depressed about shit. There might be a time where I'm like sad for a day or something of that nature.
Okay. And how do you like cope with that?
I don't. I just keep going. I got shit to do. I got shit to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do you have any advice for someone who might be going through the same thing?
Damn. You know, my advice isn't going to be good because I'm so busy. Like, I'm so busy, I don't have time to dwell on negativity. Like,
stay busy.
And if I do have anything negative, I try to nip it in the bud as soon as possible. I don't like things going on for days or weeks. Yeah. Like, let's get to the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? Immediately. Whatever the problem may be. Like, if my wife complains to me about something. Yeah. Excuse me. And I'm like, I'll stop everything I'm doing, regardless of how important it is. Like, I'll stop everything I'm doing to try to get to the bottom of that issue. Yeah. And I go hard. Like, if I say I want something, if she says she wants something, or if there's an issue of any type, like, let's attack it now, so I don't have to, one less thing off my mind. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to deal with no stupid shit. So she gets mad at me, actually, because she's like, it's not that serious. I was like, listen, fool, don't fucking tell me anything about any problems unless you want me to solve the problem. And if you don't want me to solve the problem, then don't fucking tell me.
I feel you.
So yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes people just want you to listen, though.
Nah. I'm fucking editing interviews. I'm already hearing people talk. I can't be hearing other shit.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm just kidding.
I have noticed that you want to resolve that conflict immediately.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Do you think
that's probably a problem in itself?
Maybe it can be, but I think it's good communication.
Yeah.
I think it's important. You don't want to let shit like build up and have.
That's not even an issue with me and my wife per se. She just has a problem with something else.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go look at whatever that problem is. Like, all right, the light bulb went out. Let's go buy the fucking light bulb. Let's get a step ladder. Let's climb up and let's insert the fucking light bulb and twist it, and now we're done. You know what I mean? Like, let's get it over with.
For sure.
But what were you gonna say? I thought you were onto something.
No, well, I'm talking about communication in general, not just with your wife.
Not everyone is easy to communicate with.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are unreasonable as well, I think.
You seem like a very good communicator. In the few times that I've talked to you, you're very respectful. You're very, like, I don't know, how do I put it? You seem like you're just really good at networking and communicating.
I just try to kill everybody with kindness, brother.
Yeah.
I could be a really horrible person.
Yeah.
Like, I'm highly capable of being a bad person, but, like...
I could tell.
I'd rather just be nice.
Yeah.
And even when I'm going through bad things, I make it a point to be super nice about the way I'm going about things. It's a vibe.
That's difficult.
Nah, not for... Well, it's already my operating mode, so it's not that serious to me. Like, I'm a very passive-aggressive, condescending person. But with a very nice delivery.
Yeah, you're good at that, for sure.
Yeah, I mastered it for sure.
You think saving money is important?
I run through it.
Yeah.
Shamelessly. I just very recently started saving money. Yeah, but saving money is definitely important. I don't know how much money people need to save depending on their bills. I don't really keep a goal like that. I mean, I have a number that I keep as zero, like, okay, but obviously the more money you get, the more you're raising that minimum requirement, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, I be spending, bro.
What do you like to spend money on?
Stupid shit.
Yeah. Like what?
So for instance, right now as we speak, like as we're talking, I have someone doing concrete at my house on the side of my house because my son wanted to play basketball and my yard is majority. I have a patio, but it has a roof. I guess my patio has a roof, right? So and it's bigger than the studio, but point is the rest of my yard is grass. So there's nowhere for me to put the basketball hoop. So I was like, you know what? Again, he's 6.
Yeah.
I just go all in on stupid shit.
Yeah.
It's not stupid, right? Because I'm building a whole concrete slab for my son to be able to play basketball.
A half court?
I wouldn't say a half court because it's not that wide.
Oh, okay.
But
just some space for...
It's a little block for him to be able to play basketball. When he started boxing, I spent like a band on boxing shit. Yeah. Now all of a sudden he has the fucking reflex bag. He has the speed wraps. Yeah. He has everything. Like I just spent, well, maybe it's not stupid shit, but it's snowing tomorrow. Oh, cool. We're going to go to the snow. I'm buying a snowboard. I'm buying snow boots. I'm getting a new fucking snow bib. Well, for fools that don't know, the bib is the fucking overalls. But anyways, shit like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. For sure.
Oh, fuck. I need new microphones. Well, fuck. Now I need new microphone cables. Yeah. Fuck it, I'm just gonna get a whole new mixer. You know what I mean? Like,
and you want to get the good stuff so it's not gonna break in 2 years or whatever.
You want to know what? I need to upgrade to these.
These are nice.
I have the babies.
These are used.
I have the M7 or SM7. No, that's what these are.
That's what this one is.
No, so I have the M7X. But anyways, I just get like weird ideas in my mind and I just ball out on it real quick. Yeah. Which is unnecessary. You can, right? I guess. Yeah. I shouldn't. Yeah. But I could, for sure.
But why not? I feel you, for sure. What's your favorite place that you traveled?
I got married in Cabo, but you can't really get in the water at Cabo. Because, like, rough waves.
Oh, right.
Hawaii was beautiful, but sometimes in their water, they got jellyfish. I got stung by a fucking jellyfish. Yeah. This is going to sound weird, but in Hawaii, every time it's a full moon, they have jellyfish, and it stays for, like, 2 weeks, so... If you don't go in the right pocket, you're going to be jellyfished out.
Interesting.
And I'm an ocean-ass fool, so Cancun is nice.
Yeah. What island in Hawaii?
Oahu.
Oahu, yeah.
I'm supposed to go again pretty soon here. I don't know if I want to go, though.
Yeah.
Mexico City was very beautiful, and they have pyramids there as well. Since considering I'm a city boy, that shit was fire. I've been in the projects there with a gang of gangsters in the projects.
Sounds crazy.
Like real ass, like imagine going to the Imperial Gardens, Watts projects, but like in Mexico City.
It's nuts.
Fire. And they love you because you're right there with fucking Toker from the brown side, the fucking gangster of all times in gangster rap, right? A Mexican gangster rap, fire. I've been a lot of places, fool. The Bay's a beautiful place.
Yeah, for sure.
Texas was, I don't know where my favorite place is.
Yeah.
Maybe
Mexico City sounds pretty dope.
Catalina's nice.
Catalina's
for
cool.
some local shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, fool. I don't know what my favorite place to travel is.
I for probably a 2 or 3 year period, I lived out of my Prius, going city to city, shooting music videos, every city, every state, like everywhere.
Fire! What the fuck?
I shot with thousands of artists, all New York, Michigan,
New York
Florida.
is beautiful.
New York is dope.
I don't know what to say. My favorite place is.
Yeah.
Probably Cabo. I have like sentimental memories there.
Yeah.
I don't want to go again, but
I feel you. Yeah, I went to Oahu a year or two ago with my girl. That was really nice.
Beautiful. Where'd you stay?
We stayed at the Hilton, I think. It was the
Hilton Hawaiian Village?
Yeah, we stayed there for like a few days. It was dope. It was so dope.
That's where I stayed. Corner suite.
Yeah, yes.
You got the corner suite?
Yeah, I did get the corner suite.
And the Tepon building or whatever?
I don't know.
Tapa building.
I don't remember. It might have been that one. But it was like...
Not the rainbow one.
No, it was definitely not the rainbow one.
Because the rainbow's in front of it. But yeah, I think there's only one corner suite and it's in
it must have been that one.
Tapa.
Yeah. I remember on like the third day I found a balcony in my room.
No, yeah, that room definitely has a balcony.
No, like a second balcony.
Oh,
like,
fire. Yeah, on the other side.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And I was like, what? Took some dope photos.
Oh, for sure. I regret not filming music videos of Puerto Rico's beautiful too. I regret not filming music videos of myself in all these places.
Yeah.
Because I could do it myself. Whatever.
Tripod,
add motion later.
I have a whole tutorial on how to do that on my YouTube. How to shoot your own music video of yourself. Add movement, add whatever. I send it to people when they don't want to like pay my fee or whatever.
I like that.
Yeah, that's what I did for a long time. It's pretty good. It did pretty good.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm all thinking right now.
I did the edit too. I showed how to do the edit.
Everything.
All start to finish. And I was dancing in front of the camera.
In the beginning of the podcasting, I didn't know what route to go. And I was just, because I do so many things, I was just going to podcast about everything.
Yeah.
I had a segment called The Chopping Block where I would just set and go live and just edit someone's music video live.
Cool. That's cool.
It was cool, I guess.
Yeah. I used to do a lot of tutorials, how to edit a music video, how to change your color settings, how to, all the different stuff, and put the camera in the title.
Is that why you have so many subscribers?
This channel's brand new. This channel.
Oh, yeah, this is going on this. Yeah.
That is. But for my personal YouTube channel that I've had for 10, 15 years or whatever, it's got like 5K subscribers. It's
your tutorials are trashing. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, I just didn't do a great job when I first started out on YouTube.
I completely understand. Yeah. Trust me. Yeah, I abandoned my YouTube like an idiot for a long time.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah. Well, hey, you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? So, you have any advice for me? I mean, you've been doing this for longer than I have.
Just quit, perro.
Quit?
Just let me absorb all of your shit.
I was gonna say that about you.
Come to death row. Nah, I think you're doing great. The Live from the Gutter series seems to be doing very, very, very well.
Yeah.
I'm super happy for you.
Appreciate it. I actually have
I look at it as I'm saying it.
I actually have a show that I want to produce. I got like a little stage. I had some events here. I got a little stage right here. I want to have artists come and perform over the beat, like do like a little project over the beat and have like guest judges. If you want to be a guest judge, come in and give them live critique on there.
I feel like that's very close to my live album review, perro, with the added twist of the live performance. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, well, and then I also want to have like maybe a small live audience, do some Q&A from the fans and stuff too. I think that'd be cool.
I think I have to be a part of that since it's so close to what I already do.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think...
I'm talking shit.
I think
it's a great idea.
I think you'd be
I think I'm going to do it before you. Stay tuned next week to my first one.
Hey, you can do it before me, but my
I'm famous for doing that type, not
Yeah?
stealing ideas and doing it first, but like let's say
you
me,
can steal it, but my production quality is gonna be better. So
that's valid because I'm not gonna give a fuck.
that's why it's taking me so long. I really want to make sure it looks like it's like
I
it could
think
be
I
on
could have
TV or
someone
something.
build you a very, very cheap stage.
I have one. I already built it.
Oh, then what the fuck?
It's back there. Yeah. I just need some more mics. I need to figure out the
think you need
audio.
more mics.
I need some. Yeah, I do.
Well, for everybody.
Yeah, because I need 3 judges. Gonna have one. I just need one more mic. Really.
The Zoom, get a Zoom. Well, what do you have? You have a Procaster, a Rode Procaster or something?
I do, but it doesn't really work. That's why I started using
Get the
that.
Zoom P8, or
Okay.
if you want, you can buy mine if you want for the low, or I'll just let you borrow it, whatever the case. And because that accepts more microphones.
Okay.
It's a P8, so it accepts 6 microphones plus 2, whatever the fuck.
Okay.
And because you're gonna need more mics
I figured I would need to split the output for the mics, like when they're performing.
up there. That makes sense.
It needs to play off a speaker and it needs to record, right?
No,
So-
yeah, absolutely.
So that's probably what I would do. I think I got to figure it out.
It's a bitch, but yeah.
Yeah.
Have an engineer come in and help you set it up at least initially.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a vicious vibe.
Yeah, it'd be dope.
I'm so sad that I didn't think of it first.
It's all good.
Well, I did, but you added.
Yeah.
Nah.
Made it my own. I mean, like
I'm not fucking mad at it, dude.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna be super fire.
Yeah. Well, you could be a part of it. So
I would love to be.
yeah. I get some good artists on
Charge
here.
everybody.
Yeah. I mean.
No, yeah. Charge them.
Yeah.
So we could make monies.
Yeah. Good idea. For sure.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that after.
Yeah, we can. Cool. What's your biggest goal in life? What's the biggest thing, main thing you want to accomplish? Like, what do you want to leave this earth having done?
I don't even know. I have short-term goals, and they're normal.
Yeah.
Make more money, get more of this. I don't want a different house. I want to reconstruct what I have on the space of land that I have.
You own your home?
No, I don't, but I could. And I don't feel like getting into the dynamics of that, but the point is I've made countless upgrades to the home that I'm in, and I'm waiting for them to say, fuck it, then buy it off of us. I've been there for a decade. It's my fucking...
What made you come out here?
Availability. I didn't want to... I don't know. I didn't want to pay for a fucking $1 million in an apartment. Stupid. When I could have... And then I have like a cool little scenario with it's my wife's family's home, if you want to be honest. And I'm just waiting for them to sell it to me.
Yeah.
It's just centrally located. It's just fire.
Yeah.
I'm in between everything. I could go to the city in 25 minutes. I could go to the fucking wherever the fuck in the IE in 25 minutes. It's cool.
Yeah. And you got your spots right there too. Pretty close.
Well, that's why I got my office there, because I'm there.
Right. Makes sense. How long you been there?
In that office for like 2 years.
Okay. For sure. Okay. What upcoming Hispanic rappers should I be on the lookout for that you think I might not have heard of?
They're coming up all the time. Little Weirdo has some people in his camp that are fire. There's a kid named Lil Too Active, I believe. Or no. Is it Lil Too Active? Is that the other kid?
From Lil Weirdo?
No, Little Too Active is from Weirdo's camp. There's another kid named Active from the Southeast that's doing good. There's the singer homies that are all doing good, like Frosty and all these little fools. Shit. I don't know. I'm always looking out for new talent too.
Is your platform just focused on Latin artists?
It's open to whoever, but
Yeah.
I mean, my network is mostly Latin, so
You would have black artists on there?
I have black artists on there.
Okay. I could send you some artists.
Send me whoever.
Yeah.
Be tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking talent's everywhere.
Yeah.
That's how come when I do these music reviews, I mean, I don't give a fuck what everyone else says, because a lot of people be like, man, that shit is trash. Like, nah. You don't know what I know type shit. You don't know where I know this could go, or
You could hear the potential in it sometimes.
yeah, like I posted a singer yesterday.
I
or
saw that. That guy
last
was
night.
pretty dope.
People in the comments were like, "This fool is trash. What are you thinking?"
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what you're talking about if you think this is tight. Like, fool, trust me, I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's why I'm at where I'm at.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, I think the thing is with that one, like you could kind of hear him coming out with his own style.
It's his first fucking. I think it's his first song ever.
Oh, then that's
crazy.
That's pretty good for first song ever.
Yeah, the video is trashy, but he has skills.
Where do you think music video directors could improve nowadays?
Adding storylines.
Yeah.
Adding storylines. Adding storylines.
Yeah,
Storylines.
For sure.
Fuck, man. I would rather shoot a storyline video than have to fucking pay fucking Beto or whoever the fuck to add 1 million fucking effects. I know that.
Yeah.
Storylines.
Yeah.
I wanted to be the storyline guy.
Yeah.
And then I realized you can't just add storylines to all these fucking people's. Again, we're shooting some songs are whack.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, song's whack. I'm going to have to put a whack-ass storyline. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Kinda. But yeah, storylines, more props.
Yeah.
For a while, I would just rely on bitches.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. There's so much.
I think that's big. I think that will really set you apart with just all how fast paced, the game is right
critical.
Now. Big time.
Have you heard of Destructive?
Yeah, he's dope.
I like that he uses the reflector a lot. I used to try to be like that, and then I just got lazy.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't have someone come with me.
Yeah.
Because trying to do this, that's some crazy I don't know, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's hard. I've fucked up on that before, I'm not going to lie.
And then they have reflector stands. That shit don't work. You need to have a human being there.
Yeah, you got to move.
And then now you have to raise your price. And now the price point's fucked up for the artist. And blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. It's hard. I think it's harder to get paid well for music videos now than it was a few years ago. I think it's getting harder.
Don't let me come back. Nah. Beto's the new me. Just undercutting
Beto's going
everyone.
crazy.
He shoots like a lot of videos.
Yeah, he does.
For the low.
Yeah.
I like it.
He's been doing a lot of reels. Yeah. I fuck with Beto.
If he's shooting full-on music videos every time he goes out, fuck, that fool's life is fucking chaotic.
Yeah. I think he's doing a lot more reels now.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. It's cool. It's like...
Because fuck,
quicker.
Man. Sitting on fucking 15 music videos from 2 weeks ago is crazy.
Yeah. I'm sure he does.
Anyways, I don't want to get into the dynamics of not being able to edit because I'm out filming, adding to the editing
He
table.
edits while he's driving.
I've seen him edit quite a bit.
He edits while he's driving. That can't be safe.
He's in traffic a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know how he doesn't get car sick.
Yeah.
It looks like you're done.
Yeah, I don't have any more questions. I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to rack my brain. That was really a big one I want to talk about. Just like, the new artists coming up.
New artist is coming up.
Who do you think is going to blow up this year?
Me.
Yeah.
Nah, shit, I don't know, man. These kids gotta fucking really pick and choose exactly what they're gonna do with their marketing. And if whoever's gonna blow up is because they either have a crazy viral moment accidentally or they have a vicious marketing team. Ocho is like 10 for 10, right? Like every single fucking person he gets goes up.
Pretty much.
Because of his marketing strategies and things like that. But outside of our good friend Ocho's camp, Peso's already out of here. Lefty's already fucking out of here. I would like to see Rowdy go a little bit further.
Yeah.
I feel like he made a good splash in 2024, but I feel like he needs to come out. He's a cool fool. He needs to come out a little bit more, maybe do a couple more interviews. He doesn't crash out.
We should have him on here soon. For sure.
I've been trying to get him. He's told me tomorrow a lot of times. Shit's getting me mad.
It'd be like that.
Fuck that. Who else has action?
Are you getting into managing artists? That's something that you're doing now?
Have you heard something like that?
You kind of told me that the other day.
Huh? Stupid, huh? I recently hit you up for someone, huh?
Yeah.
I don't want to say managing because I can't be babysitting fools.
Right.
But I am trying to start doing like a little publicist scenario where I implement all of my marketing strategies into artists. So yeah.
You're putting people under contract up front?
As of right now, what I'm doing with Bozo, I'm just doing with Bozo. But I have offered it to a couple of people, and they're just waiting to get their budget right or get closer to their project to implement me and part of their shit.
Gotcha. So you're doing kind of like a rollout marketing.
Yeah, rollout marketing is probably be my best strategy because, I mean, what can I do with you if you ain't doing shit? You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah, I'm interested in that too. I definitely want to work with artists. I feel like if I can identify talent and blow it up, like
let's send them my way, brothers.
That's fine. Yeah, for sure. We'll work for sure.
I'll tell you some other shit off camera, but yeah, I got some opportunities for you for sure.
I appreciate it. Anything else you want to leave him with?
You could be anyone in the world you want to be, including yourself, buckaroo.
There you go.
That's it.
Mad game. You know, if you really paid attention.
Did I give you any good game?
Yeah, for sure. Advice for the youth: don't do drugs.
Don't fucking do drugs. Dude.
Fuck your life up.
Fuck.
Your decisions matter, even when you're young. You got to think about the long-term effects of what that decision's gonna do. That's huge.
Yeah, don't do drugs. It's just whack.
Yeah. Solid interview, man. Thank you.
Highly appreciate you for having me.
Absolutely. That's a wrap.